punctuation. This is really, really important. Your punctuation actually can change the meaning of the sentence. We already know that. Being students of writing, especially opinion writing, I think you should be cognizant of the difference between colon, semicolon, comma. You should know where I should use a semicolon, you should know where I should use a comma. We will talk about these punctuation details in coming classes, but this is why I keep saying that if you feel like you need help with improving your punctuation skills, in my experience, when I tell my students, beta, I think you shouldn't use a comma here, instead you should use a semicolon. And many students tell me that I do not even know how to use a semicolon. I do not know how does a semicolon work in a sentence. So again, this class is your forum, this class is your opportunity to learn about such details. Remember, there is a proverb that says, write to express, not to impress. Many of us, when we are writing, we tend to use like difficult vocabulary, sometimes long convoluted sentences. Your job isn't to impress anyone. You are just expressing. Especially in journalism, in the field of media, you should write to express your opinion. And I mean, you are not writing a literary piece. What you're writing for masses. It's not a literary piece of writing, so no one, your aim shouldn't be to impress anyone. Avoid language that is obscure and verbose. Obscure is again difficult language, sentences that are long, convoluted, complex, difficult to comprehend. And verbose is, what is verbose?
Use very fancy words.
Yes, but verbose is when you use excessive words. Like you are being wordy. You are using more words than required. There is no need for that. So just try to talk about things that are relevant. Okay, now this is very, very important. This bullet, double check the facts. When you are writing about something and there is an information that you are doubtful about, it is your job to check the accuracy of the information. You do not want to write, you do not want to give wrong facts. Fact checking, we keep saying that fact checking is really important in the field of journalism, and it is your job to check, double check your facts. Because, and here I have written a caveat, if you do not give, if you're not accurate in providing information, this may disqualify you from the newspaper. Like, you see, it will kind of ring the bells for them. They will think, okay, this person does not give credible information or right information. We should never entertain his articles or his writers. Now, the next thing is use thesaurus. What is thesaurus and how many of you use it? What is thesaurus?
It's like a dictionary, but you
Very
use
good.
it to find similar or.
It is like a dictionary. Yes, dictionary actually tells you the meaning of a word. Thesaurus tells you similar words, synonyms. Use thesaurus. Sometimes you see there are some words that fit better in a sentence. And being a writer, you have to find that word. That is why I emphasize using thesaurus. Some more important considerations for writing: be succinct. What is succinct? Brief. When we are writing, sometimes we tend to write really, really long, meaningless sentences. You don't want that to happen. Be very brief, and which it means write to the point. Just come to the point instead of developing a really long background and all that. Write things that are to the point. Avoid rambling. This is next step. What is rambling? Alright, rambling is when you talk about, and sometimes students do that in their presentations as well. When you start talking about things in an inconsequential way, in a way that is meaningless, that is rambling. Talking about meaningless things. So, and things that are inconsequential or things that are irrelevant and do not have and are not related to the topic that you are writing on. Maintain accuracy and fluency. Your writing, try to write in a way that your writing has smooth flow, and again, maintaining accuracy is your job. Alright, what do you do after you are done with your writing? Now, after you are done, suggest a suitable title for your article. For the title, for selecting a title, you should select one which is catchy and the one that grabs the attention of your readers. That is the only suggestion. And also, do not suggest your title like a sentence, just the keywords from your article. Check your article for general eloquence and clarity. And eloquence is effectiveness. We are trying to be effective. And then lastly, revise, and revise. Like I quoted Aisha Jalal here, that she has said that there is no end to revision. Keep revising your draft. And another thing, another tip that I may give you, which I haven't mentioned here actually, you may ask a friend or a family member, like a friend whose English is really good, you think, or maybe your instructor for help. Like ask your friend that I wrote this, would you take a look at it for me? Sometimes it happens that when we are writing something, we are very close to it, and there are mistakes, there are things that we cannot identify. That is why seek help, ask your help, ask your friend or any family member or any person you know for help. Alright, with this we have ended today's lecture. If you have any questions, I will let you ask now.
Can I stop it?